Do you know which are the 10 most read English novel? Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am your host, and let's talk about the 10 most read English novels of all time. These are some crazy numbers we're going to discuss today. So let's get started without any further ado. Number 10, The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Let us know in the comments if you have ever read this novel or you are planning to read it. Well, this high fantasy novel was originally published as 3 separate books: The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King between the years 1954 and 1955. The story follows the hobbit Frodo Baggins, who inherits his uncle Bilbo's possessions, including a magic ring that turns out to be the One Ring forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. With the help of 8 companions, Frodo journeys to the elves' realm of Rivendell, and eventually to the distant Mordor, where the ring must be destroyed. The Lord of the Rings is one of the best-selling novels of all time, with over 150 million copies sold, and has been adapted into a highly acclaimed film trilogy. Number 9, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. We know that Harry Potter is one of the most popular book series of all time, but did you know that the very first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, was initially published in the United Kingdom as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? This is a high fantasy novel that introduces the titular character, an orphaned boy who on his 11th birthday discovers that he is famous in the wizarding world for his supposed ability to vanquish the evil Lord Voldemort, who killed his parents but left him with only a scar as proof of their encounter. As the story progresses, Harry learns more about his parents' death, his magical heritage, and the prophecy that he is destined to confront Lord Voldemort. With its compelling plot and well-developed characters, it's no wonder why this book is one of the most read English novels of all time. It has sold over 120 million copies worldwide and has been translated into 80 languages. No, Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. If you have not heard about this novel yet, then you must be living under a rock. Set in the American South during the Civil War and Reconstruction eras, this epic historical novel tells the story of Scarlett O'Hara, a young woman who lives on a large plantation in Georgia with her family. When the war breaks out, Scarlett's life is turned upside down as she struggles to keep her family's land and fortune while dealing with the loss of her loved ones. Despite its controversial portrayal of slavery in the antebellum South, Gone with the Wind is one of the most popular and influential novels ever written. It has sold over 300 million copies worldwide and was adapted into a critically acclaimed film in 1939. Number 7, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, published in 1859. This novel is set in London and Paris during the French Revolution and tells the story of Dr. Manette, a French physician who spent 18 years imprisoned in the Bastille before being released to London. The novel follows Dr. Manette and his daughter Lucy, as well as the revolutionaries Sidney Carton and Charles Darnley, whose lives become intertwined in a tale of love, sacrifice, and redemption. Its vivid depiction of the French Revolution and its memorable characters make A Tale of Two Cities one of the most read and studied novels of all time. It has sold over 200 million copies worldwide and has been adapted numerous times for film, television, and stage. Number 6, The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. If you enjoy reading thriller novels, then chances are you must have heard about The Da Vinci Code, published in 2003. This novel follows symbologist Robert Langdon and cryptologist Sophie Neveu as they race across Europe to find the Holy Grail, while being pursued by a shadowy organization known as Opus Dei. The novel incorporates elements of art history, religious symbolism, and conspiracy theories, and has been both praised and criticized for its depiction of Christianity and other religions. Regardless of the controversy, The Da Vinci Code is one of the best-selling novels of all time, with over 300 million copies sold worldwide. It also spawned a popular film adaptation in 2006, No. 5, and Then There Were None, by Agatha Christie. Are you a fan of mystery novels? Then let us know in the comments. Written by the renowned author Agatha Christie, this novel was first published in the UK in 1939 and immediately became a bestseller. The story revolves around 10 strangers who are lured to a secluded island by a mysterious host, only to find themselves trapped in a deadly game of cat and mouse with an unknown killer among them. As the body count rises, the remaining guests must work together to identify the killer before it's too late. With its gripping plot and unexpected twists, It's no wonder why this book is considered one of the greatest mysteries of all time. It has sold over 100 million copies worldwide and has been adapted numerous times for film, television, and radio. Number 4. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Whether you're young or old, this classic novella is sure to captivate you. Originally published in French in 1943, this story follows a pilot who crash lands in the Sahara Desert and meets a young prince who has fallen to Earth from a tiny asteroid. Through their conversations, the prince shares his wisdom and insights about life, love, and friendship, which teach the pilot valuable lessons that he carries with him for the rest of his life. With its timeless message and beautiful illustrations, it's no wonder why this book is considered a classic of children's literature. It has sold over 200 million copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 300 languages. Number 3. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Are you a fan of self-help books? Then you must check out this one. Originally published in Portuguese in 1988, this novel tells the story of Santiago, a young shepherd who travels from Spain to the Egyptian desert in search of a treasure that is rightfully his. Along his journey, he meets a cast of colorful characters who teach him valuable lessons about following one's dreams, listening to one's heart, and the importance of personal growth. With its inspirational message and engaging story, it's no wonder why this book has become a modern classic. It has sold over 150 million copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 80 languages. The Book Thief by Markus Zusak, published in 2005. This novel is set in Germany during World War II and is narrated by Death himself. The story follows Liesel, a young girl who is sent to live with foster parents in a small town where she finds solace in stealing books. As the war rages on, Liesel's love of books and the power of words help her and those around her endure the horrors of the Nazi regime. With its unique narrative and powerful message, it's no wonder why this book is considered a modern classic. It has sold over 16 million copies worldwide and was adapted into a film in 2013. No. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Originally published in 1937, this fantasy novel tells the story of Bilbo Baggins, a home-loving hobbit who goes on an unexpected adventure with a group of dwarves and a wizard to reclaim their treasure from a fearsome dragon named Sauron. Along his journey, Bilbo encounters trolls, goblins, giant spiders, and other dangerous creatures, as well as the enigmatic creature from whom he acquires a magic ring that will later become known as the One Ring. With its thrilling adventure and memorable characters, it's no wonder why this book is considered a classic of fantasy literature. It has sold over 100 million copies worldwide and has been adapted into several films, including Peter Jackson's highly acclaimed The Hobbit trilogy. We hope you enjoyed our list of the 10 most read English novels. Let us know in the comments if your favorite novel made it to the list, and if not, what other novels do you think deserve to be on the list? Thanks for watching and see you soon.